Hi, welcome to my channel, and today we are taking on the official Sims Shell Challenge. I think this is actually the second one that they've done, but it was the one that just really appealed to me because it's literally called Modern Madness, and I just love doing a modern house, and it's been a little while since I've done a modern one, and so yeah, I figured we'd give it a go. Just in case you don't know the rules of a Shell Challenge, basically you get given a little box, and you're not allowed to change anything about that box on the outside. Basically, like, you can't touch any of the walls. Like, you can add floors like what I did, and you can add fences and half walls and stuff like that, but no actual external walls are allowed to be added. So the balconies and things I'm adding, they're allowed, but I can't, like, you know, make it longer or make it wider or anything like that. You can change the wall height, but I chose not to because I just wanted to keep it like that, just to kind of give myself a bit more of a challenge, especially because tall wall height is just so difficult to work with because it's just a bit excessive, isn't it? Like, but I think for a modern build, fortunately it does work out quite nicely. So yeah, this one really came together, partly because yeah, I do actually enjoy making modern builds, so I just knew what I was doing, but also, I don't know, I was just feeling good about it. Like, I was a bit worried when I started, just because, you know, it's always daunting when you take on a new Shell Challenge, but once I started, I just kept going. And I know this video isn't that long, but this took me a long time, not because I was like struggling or anything, but because I was just focused on such small details all the time. Like, I've had to cut out quite a lot on this video just because I was putting too much effort into things that ultimately don't matter. Like, I spent, like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 minutes solid just on one piece of the curtain. Like, I was trying to get the curtain rail to line up, and it wasn't having it. So yeah, I just spent ages. Like, at one point I forgot I was filming a video because I was having so much fun with it, and I really did enjoy building this. I almost want to make a family just to play in it because I enjoyed making it so much. But this turned out to be a 4-bedroom house with a upstairs gym and a little like bar entertainment kind of space, which I think it's a good use of the space. Like, it doesn't actually take up that much. This is on the lot where the BFF household is. No, not that one. The one that's in Oasis Springs, the Roomies household, that's it. The one that's in Oasis Springs that has like Jay Huntington III and that lot. So it doesn't need to be that big. It's because I wasn't sure how much like garden space I was going to end up using, so I put it on a bigger lot, but it really doesn't need to be. It could probably be on like a 30 by 20, maybe. I'm not sure. Either way, it doesn't need to be on the lot size that it is, but I think it's a really good use of the space. Like, it's a little bit, I don't want to say cramped, that's not the right word. I think it's an effective use of all the space. Like, everything is used up to the best of my ability. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that could get like way more use out of it, but I think it's a nice house, and it gives you like a lot of room to like expand if you need to, because there is just so much space. But it's built with like a parent's bedroom, a teenager's bedroom, a guest room, and then a kid's bedroom. The guest bedroom is the smallest one, and it's a like a light blue and dark wood kind of theme, which I really liked. And it's the one right at the front of the house, so you get like quite a nice view, so I think that offsets it being kind of smaller. And I don't know how it happened, but the teenager got the biggest room. So it's like, it's all pink, and I decorated it really nicely, so they're quite a lucky teenager. A bit spoiled if you ask me, because their room is much nicer than everyone else's, but when it comes together, it just comes together, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like I said, I really did like how this turned out. It only took me so long because yeah, I spent too much time working on it, but I don't know, I think that the little details are sometimes just worth doing, you know what I mean? Like, even if nobody notices, because nobody will notice. Also, just to add, I do add a bin and like a mailbox and all that, but I add it literally like at the last second because I completely forget. I always forget to do it, but it is coming. I just need to address that now so nobody thinks I forgot, because I did remember, I did. But yeah, at the time of filming, the backyard stuff pack is free until April 13th, I think it is. So if you are watching as this airs, I really encourage you to go get that. Even if you don't really want it, it's still free, you know what I mean? Like, just grab it just because some of the stuff in there is really, really nice. I did think about using it in this build, but I don't even know why I didn't. It just was like, it didn't feel right. I was also trying really hard to use stuff that I've never used before. Like, I used different counters, I used different, like, kitchen appliances, I picked ones I don't usually use, I used different furniture. I was just really, really trying to not use the same thing that I use every time, because a lot of my builds look like, it's literally just the same furniture in different orders. So I was really, really trying to use different things. So I think I was successful in my choices. Like, a lot of the time I stick to what I know because I know that stuff is good, but I don't give enough stuff a fair chance, especially because I initially don't like looking at it. I don't go through the swatches or anything to like actually see if any of them are good, because sometimes certain swatches are like way prettier than the base one, especially when you have those annoying ones where the swatches are completely different items. They're just all bunched into one for some reason. Like, there's this rug from Get Famous that it looks like it's a bunch of what are they called? Like the little, like they're Pokemon things? Void critters, that's it. The bunch of little void critters, and it's like 3 separate rugs laid over each other. But if you go through the swatches on there, you can actually see that it's like more than that. It's like, it's got different types of things underneath, like entirely different vibes, because it's just like stage markings or something. So it has to do with obviously the gigs that you get in the acting career. So there's lots of different ones. Like, there's a giant unicorn head that's quite fun, and there's some like actual stage markings like crosses and things, and like there's just so much there, but you would never know to look because the original swatch is nothing like the others. I don't know why they aren't just separate version. Like, I don't get it, especially because, yeah, with like the void critters, there are so many of them. If you actually made that one item and then had different void critters on each swatch, then yeah, we've got a whole different item, and then I can actually see all the other things. And I don't know, it's weird to me. But anyway, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's just a little rant about the swatches, because I don't know, I just feel like different items should be different swatches. Because even if they only have like one thing, like the City Living posters do, or like there's some pictures in there that they only are that one thing, like they only exist as that one thing, I would rather do that, because then at least I can see them, you know what I mean? Like, I can see and assess each one, and I don't have to like, just maybe there's a different alternative thing. It's just, I don't know how they decide on why would they do it like that. Like, why are some of them just individual things with no swatches, and why are some of them hidden behind it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It confuses me. Maybe one of you guys know and I'm just being stupid and it's like a totally obvious reason as to why they do it, but I genuinely can't figure it out. But anyway, to get back to the build, because I keep getting sidetracked, I really apologize for how many packs are in here. I tried to go limited, but then I forgot. Like I said, I forgot that I was filming, and I was just building, and I was just like, oh, this would look good. This would look good. Oh yeah, I've only used one thing from that pack, and I've only used one thing from this pack, but I've ended up with 1,000,000 packs now. Because usually when I'm building for YouTube, I do try to be mindful of packs, particularly because not everyone has all of the packs, and like, it's unreasonable to expect people to have all the packs. So I usually try to like, or at least keep in mind that, yeah, I should try and like use a minimal amount of packs. But with this one, it usually happens when I'm building for a long time, because like the longer I go, the more I just get into the build, particularly this one, which I was just thoroughly enjoying. It just it gets away from me. Like, I completely forget that I'm filming and I'm just having a good time, and I'm just putting things down because I think they look good, when really I should be, just because, yeah, do I really need to use one singular item and like from a kit of all things? No, probably not. So I do try to keep that in mind, but this one, it just got away from me, and I can only apologize. I will try and have some limited pack builds coming up for you, because goodness gracious. Maybe I'll do one with just the backyard stuff, because that one's just gone free, so, you know, you should definitely get it, because it's free, and I'm hoping a bunch of you have grabbed it already, so, but I wonder how they decide what packs it is that are gonna go free. Like, is it the ones that are most poorly selling and they just want to like remind people of it? But then why would people then buy it once it goes back to being cost? Because you've already, like, why would I get it? If I'm not gonna get it for free, I'm not gonna pay money for it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just that, like, if you're looking at the EA page and like the store page, you can like it might encourage you to buy something. That's literally the only thing that I can think of. Like, I don't know why. I would love to know. And they'll never ever tell us. Like, obviously, they're not going to tell us sales information. But I would love to know why it is that this one has gone free, and if it is because of like low sales, and if it does increase sales afterwards, just because I don't see how it could. But anyway, back to the build yet again. As far as I can see, I'm working on the teen's bedroom, and you can see what I mean by it's so excessive. Like, she's got a full-on walk-in wardrobe. And I said she just because in my mind I was building this for, like, I had a family in mind. I was thinking about this teenage girl in my head. I was thinking about what's her name, Luna Villarreal. I don't know how you say their name, but the townie from Get Together that has like an evil dad and lives in like the giant mansion in Windenburg. And I was thinking about her when I built it. So obviously anyone can go in this room. Anyone could fit in this room. It's just pink. That doesn't really matter. But either way, yeah, very, very spoiled person that lives there, because their room is just so much nicer than everyone else's. Not that anyone else's is bad. It's just in comparison, like, I really overdid it for what is clearly like a young person's room. It's just not mature enough to be an adult's room. Though I say that, again, have the room if you want. I think just in terms of visual storytelling, if you were to immediately look at it, you might assume that it is for a teenager. So, but yeah, put whoever you want in there. Put whoever you want. Put your elderly man in there. He'll love it. It'll be great. To be fair, that bed's a really nice bed. Like, it's a pretty high quality bed, and your Sims will have a really nice night's sleep in it. So, you know, it's all pretty good. So to be fair, all of the beds in this one I think are pretty high quality. This is not a cheap house, like by any stretch of the imagination. This is not a cheap house. I think it was like 122,000 simoleons, something like that. I don't know, definitely over 100,000. So I do apologize for that. It is a expensive house. But what do you expect? It's 4 bedrooms with a home gym and a little like bar area. It's gonna be expensive. But I don't know, I think it's a nice house. I think it's a nice house. Like, it makes sense, I think, even though it's a shell. Obviously it's a shell challenge. I don't think it looks like it was built with a shell as a shell challenge, if that makes sense. Like, I think it's laid out in a way that makes sense, like, oh yeah, I just built this from scratch and I put it out. Particularly because obviously I tried to keep the modern vibe going in the interior. I went for more of like a Mediterranean kind of, not Mediterranean, more of like a lot of the stuff is from the For Rent kit, so it's For Rent expansion pack. So it's like, you know, a lot of that Tomarang, so it's a lot of like Eastern inspired furniture, which is really, really nice. It just blended really nicely into this kind of modern look, and it just, yeah, I don't know why. It matches so well with the base game. Like, it's so good in terms of like the browns. Oh my god, they are spot on matches, and I absolutely love it when it's matched. I hate it when it's just a little bit off and it just doesn't look quite right, because in real life it doesn't matter. Like, I can count 100 different wood tones in my room right now, but in The Sims it looks jarring when they don't match. So really, really nice that I was just able to, like, yeah, just throw in stuff and have it match beautifully. So very much enjoyed that. But yeah, we are coming towards the end of the speed build portion of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop back into game and we'll go through it together, because I know it's kind of difficult to see when it's all spinning around like this. But before we do any of that, I would love to know if you guys have attempted this shell or any shell challenge. Like, I would really also like to know if there's any shells you recommend me try, like if they're particularly difficult or I could do something particularly creative with them. I have never done a shell challenge. I probably should have led with that. This is my very first shell challenge. That's why I went for something that I knew that I could do in terms of it being like a more modern looking shell, because yeah, I've never in my life attempted a shell challenge. So we're doing our first ones together. So if you guys are also trying one out, then I suggest this one, because it's quite easy to wrap your head around. And yeah, like I said at the start, you don't have to keep the wall heights the same. You can change them, you just have to keep the box itself the same. So yeah, you can't drag it or alter it in any way. Just don't touch the walls. Like, that's what Simsy always said, don't touch my walls. You can do anything else. Like, yeah, you can add on to the outside, just no full walls on the outside. So you couldn't like add on a whole room outside, but yeah, adding a whole balcony space, that's fine. Adding on a little rooftop balcony, also fine. You could use every floor if you want to. Like, you could add on like all rooftop things if you wanted to. I just couldn't find a way to make that fit. And I really wanted this build to be like quite asymmetric, so I really wanted it to be like, oh yeah, this is on this side and then this is on this side, and like try and not make it too symmetric, just because my builds often end up really symmetrical. But with this one, I really wanted to get it asymmetrical, because that's just not something that I do very often. So I really wanted to make it a little bit different. So yeah, I thought this was a good shell that it already has that asymmetric quality in there. So yeah, anyway, I realized I've rambled on for almost 15 minutes and I haven't told you where you can actually find this shell. So you can either join the Sims Discord and you can find it in there. It's in one of their channels called something like contests, like community contests or official contest, something like that, and you'll be able to like find the person who uploaded it. Or alternatively, you can go on my gallery and you'll find this build uploaded under Modern Family Home, but if you check in the description, it'll say made by Nobume1387, but then just underneath that it will say original by Agent Shawnee or something like that. I don't know if I'm meant to be saying that. I don't know if it's meant to be like a secret or something, but either way, that is where you can find the original if you don't want to join the Discord. However, I would encourage you to join the Discord, just because that way you can see their old shell challenges. Like I said, I do think there is only one, but yeah, you can see their old shell challenges, be kept in the loop of any new ones. I don't know if they'll do any other kind of challenges, but either way, yeah, you'll be able to like keep an eye on them and do them if you want to. You'll also be able to speak to like-minded simmers if that's what you want, because obviously there is a general chat and all that, so you can just chat to anyone. But either way, I just thought I would put that out there because it's been so long and I hadn't actually mentioned it at all. But we got there eventually, so it's fine, it's fine. There I go. See, look, I'm adding the bins now, so you can see, rest easy that I did actually do it. I wasn't just lying about it. There is bins and a mailbox in this. This house is fully functional. But anyway, let us get back into the actual game and we will do the tour, because it's too hard to see when it's spinning around like this. Alright, here we are back in game. Here's our lovely exterior. Very nice, very nice. I opted not to have any windows on the back here just because it's the back. Nobody cares about the back really, but yeah. So we have this nice little pool area. We have this little covered porch area and this covered porch area, which I popped in some little planters just for some more activities and things. Then we have this rooftop balcony area with a death machine in the form of a telescope. Yeah, let's go from the bottom to the top. So starting from the bottom, this is our kitchen here, and I put in this thing so it covers up the stairs coming through for whatever reason. There's the bin, like I said. Here we have our little dining area and little desk entryway into the living room. I do really like this living room. Like, I really like these pieces just so much. I'm not a massive user of dark woods like this, but I think it really came out nasty. I'm really pleased with the color matching in this. Then we go upstairs, so we have the hallway here with a chess table and this little like reading nook kind of area. Then we have the first floor bathroom. So this has no shower in it, but it's fine because there's a shower upstairs. So there is a shower in this place, but I just really thought it would be nice under this window and things because you could like look out and stuff. And at the moment there's a terrible garbage house that I made, but you know, maybe in your world it's a bit nicer view. So moving on from there, we have, this is what I consider to be like the parents' room. Like, it's still quite large, but you know, a bit more mature and adult, and I put a little easel in here because I thought that might be nice, and just it's always good to have more skill building items in a house. So yeah, then this is the guest room I was talking about. I tried to keep it very neutral, but again with the whole dark woods and keeping that theme consistent. Then we have the kids room where everything went out the window and it's just light and bright and colourful because it's a kids room. So yeah, I think it's quite simple but nice. Then we have the absolutely ginormous teen bedroom, which I absolutely adore. I really do like it. I think it's just really cute and not overly cluttered. Like, you shouldn't have any problems like playing in this lot because there really isn't that much like clutter and decoration and stuff. So then we go up to the upstairs, and here we have this other bathroom again with a shower. We have our little home gym area with this little upstairs bar, which I also really nice. I think it's nice with this little outdoor area so you can grab a drink here and then go sit in the lounge chairs and look out at the view, which is really quite nice, to be fair. Quite a nice view. Wish we had access to this, that would be fun. Looks like a Vegas type thing, goodness. But yeah, that was our shell challenge. I do hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!